Hey there, friends. If you're over 50, or even into your 60s or 70s, you might have noticed something frustrating happening to your body. Things that used to feel easy, like getting up from a chair, carrying groceries, or walking up a few steps, suddenly feel harder. Your legs don't feel as strong. Your balance isn't quite what it used to be. And you might think, well, I guess that's just what happens when you get older. But let me tell you something important, and I want you to really hear this. Losing muscle as you age is common, but it's not inevitable. What you're experiencing might be called sarcopenia. It's the medical term for age-related muscle loss. But that doesn't mean it's your fate. You see, muscle loss doesn't happen because you're getting older. It happens because your body isn't getting what it needs as you age. That's a powerful shift in perspective, right? This isn't about giving in to aging, it's about responding to what your body is asking for in a new chapter of life. And here's the good news. There's one simple habit you can start doing tonight that could stop this muscle loss in its tracks, and even help you rebuild strength in your legs, your back, your core, the muscles that keep you active, independent, and confident. Now I know that might sound like a bold claim. But stay with me, because this isn't about magic pills or impossible workouts. It's about giving your body what it needs, when it needs it most, while you sleep. Before we dive into the details, let me ask you something. When was the last time you thought about how your muscles are doing, not just your weight or blood pressure, but the actual muscle mass that's keeping your body upright and moving? We often ignore it, until we slip, stumble, or feel too tired to get out of bed. But what if I told you that with one nightly change, you could begin to reverse some of that weakness and feel stronger within just weeks? Stick around, because in this video, I'm going to walk you through the science, the steps, and the why behind this nightly routine that could change how you age and how you live. This isn't just about muscles. It's about freedom, energy, and independence. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's talk about how you can take control of your strength, starting tonight. Let's get something straight right now. Just because you're getting older, that doesn't mean you have to get weaker. That idea, that muscle loss is just part of the aging process, something we have to accept, is a myth. And today, we're going to bust it wide open. Yes, it's true, many people lose muscle as they age. But it's not because of the number on the birthday cake. It's because of what's happening inside the body, and the habits we adopt without even realizing it. Let me explain. As we age, our bodies naturally produce less growth hormone, less testosterone, and our ability to synthesize protein, which is essential for building and repairing muscle, starts to slow down. Now, that does make muscle maintenance a little tougher. But here's the key, that doesn't make it impossible. The real problem? We stop giving our muscles a reason to stay. Think of your muscles like a bank account. Every time you move, lift a bag, walk up the stairs, reach for a shelf, you're making a withdrawal. And unless you're putting in regular deposits, with things like protein, resistance movement, and quality sleep, your account is going to run low. Eventually, it could hit zero. And when that happens, the consequences go beyond just feeling weak. Muscle loss can affect your posture, your balance, your energy levels, and even your immune system. Some studies even link it to a decline in cognitive function. It's not just about lifting things or walking faster. It's about keeping your independence, your confidence, your freedom. But here's the part one love the most, it's never too late to make a change. Even small, simple movements, like raising your arms over your head a few times a day, standing up from a chair without using your hands, or walking just a few extra steps, can send your muscles a powerful signal. Hey, I still need you. And guess what? Your body listens. Research shows that even people in their 80s and 90s can rebuild muscle mass, sometimes in just a few weeks, with gentle resistance exercises and the right nutrition. You don't need to join a gym. You don't need to be an athlete. You just need to start. Start where you are, with what you have. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you really thought about your muscles, not just how they look, but how they work for you every single day? What would it mean to feel stronger again, not just physically, But emotionally, how would that change the way you move through life? It's time to stop thinking of muscle loss as something we have to accept and start seeing it as something we can take charge of. With the right approach, you can keep your strength, your balance, and your vitality at any age. Now here's something that might surprise you. Your muscles don't grow while you're exercising. They grow while you're sleeping. That's right, real muscle repair doesn't happen at the gym or during your walk. It happens at night, when your body shifts into what's called an anabolic state, a state of rebuilding and restoring. This is when the magic happens. And if you're over 50, this process becomes even more important and, unfortunately, easier to disrupt. Here's what's going on behind the scenes while you sleep. At night, your body releases growth hormone, testosterone, and something called IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1. These are the key players in muscle repair, bone strength, and tissue recovery. Think of them like your overnight construction crew. They come in while everything's quiet, fix the damage from the day, and start rebuilding what's worn down. But like any construction site, they need the right materials to do the job. And that's where you come in. If you're not getting the right nutrients before bed, or if your sleep is short and shallow, that healing process stalls. The crew shows up, but there's nothing to build with. No protein, no repair. Poor sleep, poor recovery. Let me give you a visual. Your muscles are like a job site. During the day, you stress the structure, you lift, move, walk, stretch. That's good. That creates the signal for growth. But growth only happens when the builders show up at night, and they need supplies, specifically protein. And not just any protein. You need a slow-digesting protein that keeps feeding your muscles through the night for 6 to 8 hours while you sleep. So what works best? Something simple like cottage cheese or a small bowl of Greek yogurt. Both are rich in casein protein, which digests slowly and provides a steady stream of amino acids for muscle repair. You don't need much, just a few bites can make a real difference. Now, let's talk about sleep quality. Even if you're eating the right things, your body still needs deep, restful sleep to fully activate growth hormone. But if you're tossing and turning, waking up tired, or scrolling through your phone right before bed, you're not giving your body the conditions it needs to heal. Here's what you can do. Turn off screens at least 30 minutes before bed. Blue light from phones and TVs can confuse your brain and delay deep sleep. Dim the lights in your house. Soft lighting signals your body it's time to wind down. Try gentle stretches or light breathing exercises. It helps calm the nervous system and prep your body for recovery mode. Eat magnesium-rich foods in the evening like bananas, almonds, or even a small piece of dark chocolate. Magnesium helps your muscles relax and improves sleep depth. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Isn't eating before bed bad? It depends what and why you're eating. Late-night junk food? Not helpful. But a small serving of slow-release protein with a purpose? That's functional nutrition. It's not about calories, it's about recovery. So let me ask you, are you giving your body what it needs when it needs it most? Are you letting your muscles rebuild in peace, or are you unintentionally slowing down the healing process? Because here's the truth. Sleep is not just rest. It's reconstruction. And by giving your body the right environment and nutrients before bed, you're not just improving your sleep, you're actively building a stronger, more resilient you. So tonight, instead of scrolling, stressing, or skipping that bedtime snack, try giving your body what it actually needs: a little protein, a little peace, and a whole lot of rest. That's how you win the fight against muscle loss, not just in the gym, but in your sleep. So now you know that your muscles rebuild at night, while you sleep. But here's the next step. You've got to give them the right fuel to work with. And that fuel? It's protein. Specifically, a small dose of high-quality protein before bed. Here's the thing most people don't realize. As we get older, we actually need more protein, not less. Experts recommend that adults over 60 aim for about 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight every day. That's around 70 to 90 grams for many people, and even more if you're active or trying to rebuild strength. But most older adults fall short of that, especially in the evening. And that's a missed opportunity. Because taking in 20 to 30 grams of protein about 60 to 90 minutes before bed doesn't just help your muscles repair, it also supports better sleep, more stable blood sugar, and helps prevent overnight muscle breakdown. Think of it this way. Your body is like a repair shop that runs overnight. If there's no protein in the system, there's nothing to fix with. But if you give it that slow-burning fuel before you sleep, even just a small snack, your body can get to work while you rest. So, what can you eat? Here are a few great options. Greek yogurt, plain or lightly sweetened. Cottage cheese. A scoop of whey protein mixed with water or almond milk. A couple of hard-boiled eggs. Tofu or tempeh cubes with a sprinkle of sea salt. These foods are rich in protein, easy to digest, and won't spike your blood sugar. And most importantly, they feed your muscles all night long. Now, one thing to avoid: junk food before bed. That late-night bag of chips or sweet treat? It won't help your muscles. It might make sleep worse. But a clean, protein-rich snack? That's functional. It's fuel with a purpose. You don't need anything complicated. No gym. No expensive supplements. Just a simple 200 to 300 calorie protein snack before bed, and your body will take care of the rest. You might be wondering, does this really work? Even for people in their 70s or 80s? Absolutely. In fact, in one study, older adults, even into their 80s, who added a nightly protein snack and light movement during the day, saw real improvements in strength, balance, and even mobility in just a few weeks. I've seen it happen with my own clients and even with family members. They started small, just a little snack before bed, and after a few weeks, they felt more steady on their feet. Getting out of chairs was easier. Even climbing stairs wasn't as tiring. Because when your muscles feel strong, you feel strong. Your confidence comes back. Your energy improves. And you begin to realize you're not done yet. There's more life to live, and you've got the strength to do it. So here's your challenge tonight. Choose one simple protein snack from this list. Have it about an hour before bed. Stick with it for a few weeks. Watch what happens. This small shift could be the key to rebuilding the strength you didn't think you could get back. No gym. No drastic changes. Just a quiet, consistent habit that works while you sleep. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt your muscles cramp at night? Maybe a sudden twitch in your legs, or a deep fatigue that no amount of rest seems to fix. If you're nodding your head, you're not alone. And the answer might be hiding in two simple nutrients, magnesium and vitamin D. Let's start with magnesium. This mineral doesn't get as much attention as calcium or protein. But here's the truth, magnesium is involved in over 300 essential reactions in your body, especially the ones that control muscle contraction, relaxation, and repair. Think of it like this: if protein is the building block, magnesium is the electricity that powers the whole repair crew. Without it, nothing works quite right. As we age, our bodies naturally absorb less magnesium. And yet, this is the very stage of life when we need it the most. How do you know if you're low on magnesium? Here are some classic signs. Small blue diamond muscle cramps. Small blue diamond eye or leg twitches. Small blue diamond constant fatigue. Small blue diamond trouble sleeping. Small blue diamond even mood swings. And the scary part? Many people over 50 are magnesium deficient and don't even know it. But the good news is, you can fix it. Let's talk about food first, because food should always be our foundation. Here are some magnesium-rich foods to start adding to your plate. A small handful of pumpkin seeds. A quarter cup of almonds. A cup of steamed spinach. Black beans in your salad or soup. Half an avocado with your breakfast. And yes, even a square of dark chocolate, the good stuff. Now, if you're not getting enough from your meals, and many seniors don't, you can consider a supplement. Here's what works best. Take 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate or citrate at night. These forms are easier on the stomach, better absorbed, and help your muscles fully relax during sleep. In fact, many people notice they sleep more deeply and wake up without that stiffness when they start this simple habit. But that's only half the story. Let's talk about vitamin D, your body's natural strength booster. This isn't just about bones. Vitamin D is crucial for muscle strength, balance, and even fall prevention. Low vitamin D levels have been directly linked to muscle loss and weakness, especially as we age. So where do we get it? Ideally, about 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight on your skin every day can help your body make its own vitamin D. But if you're living in a place with limited sun, or you spend most of your time indoors, a daily supplement of 1,000 to 2,000 IU of vitamin D3 can help bridge that gap. Here's something fascinating most people don't know. Magnesium actually helps activate vitamin D. That means the two work together, in perfect harmony, to enhance muscle recovery, maintain strength, and help your body move and feel better every single day. So, if you're doing everything right, eating well, staying active, but still feel weaker than you should, this might be the missing puzzle piece. And the fix is simple. A magnesium-rich dinner. A little time in the sun or a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement. A small step with a big impact. Let me leave you with this. Your body is still listening to everything you do. Even at 60, 70, 80 and beyond, your muscles are still capable of rebuilding. But you have to give them the tools to do it. Magnesium and vitamin D are two of those tools. So tonight, before you go to bed, ask yourself, did I nourish my body with what it truly needs? Because real strength doesn't come from pushing harder. It comes from supporting your body wisely, from the inside out. Let me ask you something simple. What's the last thing you do before bed? Brush your teeth? Check your phone one last time? Maybe sit quietly for a few minutes? Now, what if I told you that spending just 5 minutes before bed doing gentle movement could help keep your muscles strong, your balance steady, and even help you sleep better? Sounds too easy, right? But this simple habit, called light resistance movement before bed, is one of the most powerful ways to signal your body to keep rebuilding muscle, especially as we age. Now, don't worry, this isn't a workout. We're not talking about lifting heavy weights or sweating it out in your living room. This is low intensity, joint friendly, safe for any fitness level, even if you've never exercised in your life. Just 5 to 10 minutes of gentle resistance using your own body weight or a simple resistance band can work wonders. Let me give you a few examples. Wall push-ups, just stand at arm's length from the wall and press in and out. Chair squats, lower yourself onto a chair and stand back up slowly. Calf raises, hold the back of the chair, lift your heels, and squeeze those calves. Leg lifts, lying in bed or standing, gently raise each leg. Resistance band rows, pull a band toward you, feeling your back muscles engage. Marching in place, even for 1 minute, it gets the muscles firing. These aren't just movements, they're messages to your body that say, hey, I'm still using these muscles. Don't let them fade away. Here's the magic, when done consistently, night after night, these small actions improve your muscle memory, strengthen the connections between your brain and body, support joint stability, boost metabolism overnight, and even help prevent falls, which are one of the greatest risks for older adults. And what I love most is this, it's doable. It fits into your life. No equipment, no gym, no special clothes, no pressure. Just like brushing your teeth, this becomes a quiet little ritual. A way to say, I'm taking care of my body, even at the end of the day. Let me share something inspiring. I've seen seniors in their 70s and 80s, people who had trouble standing without support, begin doing just a few of these movements before bed. Within a few weeks, they started to feel steadier when walking, more confident getting up from a chair, less stiff in the morning, and some even reduced their need for walking aids. All from 5 intentional minutes. That's it. So if you're someone who thinks, I don't have the time or it's too late for me, I want you to hear this: it's not too late. And this doesn't take much. The real transformation comes not from doing more, but from doing something consistently. Because every time you choose movement, you're choosing strength. Every little rep before bed tells your muscles, you matter. You're still needed. So tonight, I encourage you, before you crawl under the covers, give your body 5 minutes. It's one of the best investments you can make for tomorrow. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more simple ways to stay strong, energized, and independent at any age. And now I'm curious. What would be your go-to-bedtime movement? Let me know in the comments. I read every one. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you really took a moment for you at the end of the day? Not checking your phone, not watching the news, but actually telling your body, hey, it's okay to let go now. You've done enough. It's time to rest and heal. That's exactly what 5 to 10 minutes of light stretching and deep breathing before bed can do for you. And no, this isn't about flexibility or yoga tricks. It's not about touching your toes or doing splits. It's about giving your body a simple message. You're safe. You're supported. Now, let's recover and grow. Because here's the truth. As we age, muscle recovery and deep rest become more important than ever, especially if you want to wake up without aches, cramps, or fatigue. And this tiny nighttime habit? It can completely change how your body feels in the morning. Let me walk you through it. Start with something simple. Gentle neck rolls to release the tension we hold from stress. Easy shoulder rolls, forward and backward. A light hamstring stretch, maybe just sitting on the edge of the bed, reaching gently toward your toes. Then, the most powerful part, deep breathing. Try this. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Do that for a few minutes. You'll feel your body melt into calm. But this isn't just about relaxation. Let's talk science for a second. This kind of breathing and stretching lowers cortisol, your stress hormone. It boosts GABA and serotonin, the chemicals that help you feel calm, content, and safe. It improves blood flow, helping muscles flush out waste and soak in nutrients. And it primes your body for growth hormone, which only gets released when you're deeply relaxed or sleeping. In other words, you're telling your body, I'm done fighting the day. Now I'm ready to rebuild. And when done consistently, the results speak for themselves. Some of my older clients used to struggle with back pain, nighttime leg cramps, and high blood pressure. After just a couple of weeks doing this simple bedtime routine, they started sleeping deeper, waking up without the usual stiffness, and even saw improvements in their blood pressure. It's not magic. It's intention. A small, quiet ritual that tells your body, you matter. You deserve this care. And honestly, how often do we forget that? We brush our teeth every night to protect them. Why not take 5 minutes to stretch and breathe, to protect everything else? I'll leave you with this. Stretching isn't just about the muscles. It's about mindset. It's about reminding yourself that your body is worth investing in, even if it's just 10 minutes at a time. So tonight, before bed, don't rush to sleep. Take a few deep breaths. Roll your shoulders. Stretch your legs. And give your body the reset it's been asking for. Because healing doesn't happen by accident. It happens by choice. And this is a powerful one. Let me know in the comments. Have you tried stretching or breathing before bed? What difference did it make for you? And if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe, because every week, I share simple, real-life strategies to help you stay strong, independent, and energized at any age. Good night, and take care of you. Let me ask you something. What if I told you that tonight, Yes, tonight, you could take the first real step toward feeling stronger, sleeping better, and waking up more alive tomorrow. Not next week. Not after you buy a gym membership. Just tonight. In your own home. Because your age doesn't define your strength. And it's never too late to start reclaiming it. Here's what I want you to do before bed. It's simple. No equipment. No excuses. Have a small protein-rich snack, like a boiled egg, a bit of Greek yogurt, or a handful of almonds. This gives your muscles the raw materials they need to repair and grow while you sleep. Do just 5 minutes of light resistance, like pushing against the wall, lifting a small water bottle, or even standing up from a chair slowly a few times. That tiny effort sends a message to your body, hey, we still use these muscles. Keep them strong. Take magnesium and vitamin D, they help your muscles relax and rebuild, and they support better sleep and bone health. And finally, stretch and breathe. Yes. Stretch gently. Breathe deeply. Slow down your mind. Tell your body, you've done enough today. Let's rest. Let's recover. All of this takes less than 15 minutes. But the results? They compound. Because let me be clear. Getting older doesn't mean getting weaker. Not if you take action. Not if you believe your body is still on your side. You see, we often tell ourselves, I'm too old for this. But I've seen 70-year-olds outlast 30-year-olds simply because they built the habit of showing up. They understood one thing. Your body is designed to heal, adapt, and grow at any age. You just have to give it the right signals. And that signal? It's in your daily choices, not in dramatic overhauls. No expensive tools. No personal trainers. Just a little movement, a little nutrition, and a lot of consistency. So here's my challenge to you. Start tonight. Don't wait until your body screams for change. Whisper to it now, through food, through movement, through care, and it will respond. And if you're thinking, what if it's too late for me? It's not. If you're breathing, you're healing. If you're willing, you're capable. And if you commit, even just a little, you'll be amazed at how much strength and confidence you can rebuild. This isn't about getting ripped or running marathons. It's about standing tall, walking steadily, lifting your own groceries, hugging your grandkids with energy. And knowing that you're not fading, you're rising. That's the power of smart aging. And it starts tonight. So go on, fuel your body, move with intention, rest with purpose. Because you deserve to live strong, live fully, and live with joy every single day. Comment below. What small habit will you start tonight? Protein snack? A few stretches? Let's inspire each other. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly tips that help you age with power, purpose, and independence. You've got this. Let's keep growing together.